This is a REPTI zoo enclosure here. It's brand new. We are about to unbox this, and I'm going to lower the camera down so you won't be able to see my face anymore. I'm in my kitchen. Literally just in my kitchen. So I'm going to go on and unbox this. I've ordered 2 now. They both came in perfect. They're not broken or anything. They package them really well. They're very affordable. I'll leave a link for this enclosure in the description down below. If I'm not sponsored by this company, I don't know who this company is. I just found them on Amazon, and it was a great snail enclosure because the top is ventilated, so it's super ventilated, but the holes are really, really tiny. And there is a feed and mist trap on the top that opens up easily, and you can close it back and it slides open. It's so nice. It's such a nice tank. So it's just a really, really nice tank. And I love the top of this tank because it does have that sliding top. Slides super easily. But let's say that your snails are on the grate, which is really tiny. No babies are getting through there. But if your snails are climbing up here, which mine do, all you have to do is pop open the little feed trap and look at that little lid, and you can mist and feed and just drop the food, and you can drop romaine, carrots, strawberries, and then you can also spray and mist them without them escaping. I really love this feature. Honestly, I really love these tanks. We are gonna go on and set this tank up. So here is the little glass tank here. Like I said, I really love these tanks. This is my second one. I'm gonna put a pretty deep layer of the EcoEarth in here. That way they can put their eggs into the soil. I'm now going to moisten it really, really good. This is just some dechlorinated water in a reptile spray bottle. Snails love moisture, so it's really important they seek moisture out. That's why when it rains and the water soaks in the ground, they all come up to the surface. And whenever it's dry, they go back down. So when I was actually doing some propagating of some plants, so I had a bunch of these left over. This is a pretty good sized pot, so I'm only going to put 1 in here. But I'm going to bury it a little bit into here with some of the EcoEarth in there, and they will love to go in there, and I think that's going to be really fun for them. The next thing I'm going to actually put in there is some moss that I got out of my woods today. I'm not worried about anything on the moss. Honestly, I'm not, because that's where I found them. Like, they've already been outside. They're from outside. So I'm just going to put some of this moss in here and keep it moist. Obviously, I'm going to have to swap it out. And I would obviously like to buy some moss from the reptile stores, but I don't have any right now. So we're just going to put this moss in here. The next thing I'm going to put in there is this piece of bark. I found this in my yard. It's off one of my trees. I've actually had this in the house about a week. I grabbed it about a week ago. I was going to put it in the other snail tank, but since I'm probably going to be releasing them, we're going to put this in here for my larger snails. So we'll just sit this here on that moss. The next thing we're putting in there is a piece of cuttle bone. This is a cuttle bone or a Zoo-Med turtle bone. It is basically straight calcium. We're going to put this in here because snails need calcium. They really benefit from it. So we are actually going to break off a really big chunk of this cuttle bone and put it in there, and they can munch on it. And I'm also going to put in some eggshell, but I put in the eggshell with their food because I like to throw that away every other day if they don't eat it. So all I'm going to do actually is take this, break a big chunk off just like that, and we're just going to sit this right in there for them. So I have these little containers here. This is actually what I keep my snail veggies in the fridge. Anytime I make a sandwich or we use any veggies, carrot, for anything, I will just take clippings of the veggies and stick them in these little containers, and then I'll grab a container out. I have a bunch of these. Pickle's Pets actually gave me these. Funny enough, we were dropping her off at the airport. She gave me these after we gave her a ride to the airport a few years back. I can't believe it's been years, literally like 2 or more years. It's probably been like 2 years since then, but I kept them because these are super handy. So I actually use the lid as a feeding bowl. I believe these came from the Dollar Tree. And so I actually use this as a feeding bowl, and then I have a bunch of these, and then I keep the veggies in these to keep them fresh in the fridge. So I'm going to go on and put these veggies that I chopped up earlier on here as a little feeding dish, and we're going to put that in the enclosure for them. Here's a big chunk of cucumber. They absolutely love cucumber. They go crazy for it. Here's a big chunk of romaine. We'll put that in there. They love romaine. Here's some bell pepper, fresh bell pepper. I just chopped that up this morning. And then we have a piece of carrot. And then we also have, like I said, that cuttle bone, which I'll lay right there beside it. And then I'm going to give them a chunk of egg as well. So here is half an eggshell. Patrick eats eggs, so we do have some eggshells. And then of course I am getting chickens really soon, within the next couple weeks probably. And we'll put that with the food. And they actually do munch on it. They kind of like it. You don't have to do this if you give them Cuddle Bone, you don't have to put egg in there, but they really do love eating and chewing on the eggshell. All right, the last thing to do is to mist this enclosure down really, really well. Super, super good. You're not going to be able to see it as well from the front, but we are going to mist this down super good. All right, guys, here is an overview of the snail's new enclosure. You can see we've got some wood here, some wood chunks here. We've got some moss, which they're really going to love. I know they're going to love that moss. Back there, we have the terracotta pot, some moss, some logs, a hide they can go in. And then I actually do have leaf litter. That's the only thing I forgot to put in here. They love leaves, like fallen leaves. So I'm going to go get the leaf litter and put that in here as well. But for now, this is great. And then of course, there's their veggies and their Cuddle Bone. And this is going to be such a good enclosure for them. I'm really excited about this. All right, here is the biggest baby. Oh man, I really love them so, so much. I can't tell you guys how excited I am. You can see that she's about the size of my thumb, so she's a pretty good size. So we're gonna go on and put her in the enclosure and the other one as well. Wow, they found the romaine really fast. They're like taking it. Oh my goodness, they're so strong. Wow. They found that romaine so fast. They're so cute. I love them. Here's to give you guys an idea of what size they are compared to the tank. It's a really good size tank for them, I believe. And they have really deep eco-earth now, so I'm really excited. Look how long her body is. This is crazy. I think they're really going to love it in here. It's really important that you change out your snail's food every single day. They usually eat all the greens, but sometimes they leave a little bit of bell pepper or carrot. So I swap it out every day just to make sure it's always fresh. This is pretty much what it looks like. I really love it. I think they're going to love it. And I am going to let you guys know the second they lay a clutch, I am going to vlog it for you guys.